Welcome SSC 100 students. This is my week 1 commentary. It's the second video, the first being in the Getting Started folder. In this commentary, and generally I'll try very hard to keep them all brief. In this commentary, I would like to speak to the basic subject matter that's in Module 1, which is our September period, in which we're essentially focused on the question, what are the social sciences and where did they come from? I encourage you to read Wikipedia in particular for a good overview. There are, of course, other sources, and yet I don't see major conflicts in my readings about the origins of both science itself and what might be seen as the family tree of the different kinds of science. And rather than reiterate what's in Wikipedia, I'll just simply suggest that you go there and check that out. Secondly, I want to mention Kristen Luker, who is the author of our text. There's a link to her biography in our folder this week. She is a wonderful inspiration for this course, insofar as her Salsa Dancing Through the Social Sciences was the first text I've found that adequately addresses the problem of information glut or info glut, and connects it to the practice of the social sciences. As you will see later in the course, the scientific method and variations of it are critical to both different kinds of research designs, but also really different parts of the family tree of the sciences. So bottom line, in week 1, introduce yourself to not the whole history of science, of course, that's much too much, but just the brief outline that you see in Wikipedia, dividing the sciences into the formal sciences, the natural sciences, and the social sciences. You may also want to go further and look at a term in Wikipedia called the human sciences that is germane to our social sciences. Finally, a term, behavioral sciences. But those last two, human sciences and behavioral sciences, are really very much fine-tuning the map or the family tree of the social sciences. So what I'm looking for is for intro to social science students to have a basic understanding of the emergence of science in history, and realize that for most of world history, what we take for granted as science wasn't and isn't there in many cultures today. So science is definitely a cultural derivative of civilizations who have found the value of empirical studies. Really, the word empirical is at the very heart of what makes research scientific research. So I want you all to try and sort through these fundamental questions in that first essay. That essay will ultimately end up in your e-portfolio. So we'll spend several weeks actually looking at this fundamental question is, what are the social sciences and where did they come from? Finally, I would add, again, foreshadowing where we're going, we'll consider the relationship between the basic sciences, which basically means knowledge for knowledge's sake, and the applied sciences, which means useful knowledge in a context. And that will take us in the world of applied science to looking at the relationship between social sciences and social science professions and associations, aka jobs in the social sciences. So that will come later. Don't worry about it now when we get to applied sciences. So I just wanted to sort of give you a very brief sketch of the intention behind assigning Essay 1 for you. Next week I'll say more about e-portfolios and establishing your e-portfolio There are links and lots of information about that already available, but again, that's getting into week 2 content. So read chapter 1 in Lucre, check out what Wikipedia has to say about the origins of the social sciences. Have a good week. Oh, I should add hastily, if I haven't already, please make sure you post your plans for workshop number 1, which is about a week to 10 days from when you'll see this video, in Dr. K's office. We need that posting to know how many students are going to show up at which of the 2 opportunities, one being on campus and the other being on a phone bridge. Thank you.